America's heartland is in crisis, and you can smell the fear in the air. For decades, the US has been the undisputed king of corn, but that reign is crumbling and the crown is slipping through our fingers. The trouble began with a series of political and regulatory moves that hit farmers like a punch to the gut. The White House imposed tariffs on Chinese-built cargo ships, and the shockwaves were felt all the way back to the farm. Shipping costs from the Gulf of Mexico skyrocketed, and trans-Pacific container rates doubled, making it brutally expensive for American corn to reach its international buyers. But that was just the beginning. In March 2025, the Federal Grain Inspection Service tightened its rules on pesticide residue, raising testing fees and creating a suffocating bottleneck at ports. The air grew heavy with a sense of dread. Over 180 vessels sat idle in New Orleans, waiting for inspection as corn darkened in the rain. Each week of delay shaved 27 cents off every bushel, a financial bleed that many couldn't stop. Then came the final devastating blow. The global market, once a loyal customer, began to shift. Mexico, major buyer of US corn, banned imports of genetically modified corn. This move, coupled with similar clauses from international feed mills, effectively locked out over 90% of US corn from key markets. The world was demanding clean, traceable, and sustainable grain, and America, with its reliance on GMOs, was caught flat-footed, a bitter taste of reality on its tongue. While US farmers struggled to navigate this new reality, Canada was moving at lightning speed. For years, they had been building a system to meet these new global demands. Their Prairie Trace blockchain system provided buyers with the traceability they craved, and their low-carbon grain was exactly what the market was looking for. Within weeks, Canada had secured lucrative, long-term contracts with Japan, South Korea, and the European Union, deals worth billions. The impact on American farmers has been brutal. The silence in the fields is deafening as combines sit idle. Midwest corn prices collapsed to their lowest point in a decade, while Canadian corn, with its premium for traceability and sustainability, fetched a much higher price. US contracts were canceled, and international buyers turned their attention north, leaving a gaping void. The domino effect has been widespread. Corn stocks have swelled to a 6-year high, and farmers in Iowa and Indiana are faced with a heartbreaking choice: harvest their corn at a loss or let it rot in the fields. The economic downturn has hit rural communities hard, with food banks facing unprecedented demand and local economies contracting. The ethanol industry, a key consumer of surplus corn, is also in trouble, with plants idling and the dreams of a stable future fading for many workers. The crisis isn't confined to corn. Experts warn that soybeans are next, with European buyers already flagging the crop for exclusion due to its high percentage of GMOs. The effects could ripple into the dairy and beef industries as global buyers prioritize products from countries committed to sustainable practices. Washington is now at a crossroads. The current path of high tariffs and outdated regulations is leading to the collapse of a sector that has been the backbone of the American economy. The alternative is a path of reform, dismantling trade barriers, investing in green farming, and implementing national traceability standards. The future of US farming hangs in the balance, and the world is watching to see which path the nation will choose. What do you think? Write your comment below.